My name is Patrick Mulindwa. Once again, welcome back to this edition, an interview with the AFNIS Insights. We are here at the fifth edition of the Africa Natural Resources and Energy Investment Summit in Abuja, Nigeria. This is day 2, and it started all the way in the morning with quite a wonderful conversations from finance to exploration, of course, finance for exploration. But of course, what is majoring out of the conversations is how does Africa get to retain more value out of its resources? And in this case, we are talking minerals. So, as the theme is for this year's edition of AFNIS, One Africa, One Resource Vision. On the show, we have Mr. Omar. Mr. Omar, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And he's the CEO of dGOLD.
Yes.
Before I ask any other question, I wanted to know, what does the D stand for? Because the gold is obvious.
Yeah, it's a digital gold. D stands for the digitalization. Instead of keeping in a vault, keep in your wallet. So how you can keep the gold in your wallet? It's heavy, 19.3 gram centimeter cube density.
Exactly.
So if you want to carry 1 kilogram all at all times in a phone size, not possible. But in that phone, in a digital form, yeah, you can carry easily thousands of kilograms if you want.
I have a feeling it's interesting.
Yes.
It's the same way, we knew that money would be kept in a bank, physical money. And you have a sense of safety that your money is somewhere physically, paper, and it's kept somewhere. Then the digital wallets came up, And then, of course, by the time they were introduced, there were a lot of trust issues. How does my money, how do you get your phone and send me money? Over time, these solutions have worked, and we're confidently using them. We no longer care about where the physical money is. Omar, I'd like us to start this conversation from the same point where the vision has actually cracked our minds. So the theme of this year has cracked our minds of the One Africa, One Resource Vision. Omar, we some of us, not everyone knows that Africa has so much minerals under the ground, but at least everyone is talking about it.
Yeah.
So I don't think in any way we've got an insufficiency of gold. Everyone says that we could be the largest
deposit holder.
Yes, deposit holders of lithium, which is one of the recently, demanded, of course, of the energy transition technologies. What is the problem in between us understanding that we have resources? What is it? Because the case is that,
let me give you a metaphor if you don't.
Tell me.
We are talking about the resources under the ground. Let me take you above ground first. We are in Nigeria, and the World Cup is going on, right?
Yeah, in the US.
In the US, Mexico, and Canada.
US.
Is Nigeria playing in World Cup?
Oh man.
No, it's not. I tell you.
What happened to the Nigerians?
So the good point, there are 16 Nigerian inherited Nigerians are playing in World Cup. It's more than...
They are not playing for Nigeria.
They are not playing for Nigeria, but they are playing in different national teams. Remember this one. We are very rich, Africa itself, not only Nigeria.
Yes.
I'm quite knowledgeable in Nigeria, but I know other African countries as well. Africa is rich with lots of resources, talent, innovation, entrepreneurship, name it. But we have some risks. If you recall yesterday's roundtable with ministers and discussions, we were talking about mutual assurance.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take you back to yesterday's discussion.
Yes.
The risks are the same, common. The problems are common, challenges are common in Africa. How we can create a common prosperity in Africa?
Common problems.
There are common problems, but there are also common opportunities that we need to look. But the thing, it cannot happen with a single country's perspective. It cannot happen or produce with a single entity's ambition.
Yes.
So that's the most critical part. How you can bring the mutual prosperity level into a proper understanding in this region. As I gave you the example of the footballers.
Yes.
It's the talent. I've been in this business for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Just as a investor. From Kaduna,
yeah,
we bought a small team. We did some, grassroots players.
The village
people.
Yeah.
And I recently learned one of those players has been transferred to one European club.
Really?
Really, at a value of a couple of
$1
million. This is not only one.
Let me ask you, it's the same product. He's the same guy in Africa, in Nigeria and Kaduna. The same guy. No, I'm saying this. He's the same guy.
Yes.
Nothing changes whether he gets 2 ears or one nose, he gets another. The same guy.
Why?
Moves on the other side is a different value.
Why? This is the question. Why?
That's what I want to hear from you.
I'll tell you.
Do you think we just don't and cannot capture value for
Exactly. This is the value capture problem of Africa. How you can capture the value for footballers in Africa? You need to have sponsorships. You need to have advertisement agreements. You need to have proper league arrangements. You need to have international presence, and you need to create that value, which is bankable value, we call, right?
So that is business structure.
Exactly. Football is the same. Natural resources are same. Believe me, all talents, all resources are not different than each other. So similarly called business. Today I gave during the speech a 5-gram gold. It's around 20 karat.
Yeah, exactly.
The value of that gold is 150,000 naira currently in the market, wherever you sell.
About $150.
Somewhere around $100, $110, somewhere around. I know the currency.
1 gram, right?
That's 5 grams.
Okay, 5 grams.
So it's roughly 5 grams.
Okay.
But it's not pure. It's around, I think 20 karat, 85%. I think 85% gold content inside.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the value of that one is $110 in the market whenever you sell. But when it goes to somewhere else, and it comes into a ring, 5-gram ring, small or earring, it will become immediately $400. That $110 value will become $400 value. Similarly, that value is not the same as in the villagers and who mine that one. Who went down to the trenches, did the hard work. The recovery rates in the artisanal miners are extremely low.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though the recovery rates are low, the tailings, secondary tailings, are still expensive to trade. So we are losing lots of value on those mineral resources, despite in the raw position itself.
Yes.
If you move into a proper added value structures, so dGOLD's idea is creating a potential added value kind of self-financing structure.
Exactly. And that's what I wanted to get to, is that take us through the process. At what point do you get the gold digital? When do you create the structure?
First of all, we developed our system agnostic from any mineral, any type of source. But we did only the gold itself, from scrap, doré, or bullion. That means either it can be 24 karat bullion, certified bullion, or it can be like the processed raw gold from the miners, like I showed you today.
Which is actually a good one, because the 24 karat at times is not achievable at the local mining community.
This is achievable, but there is no difference for me, to be frank.
Okay.
You know why? As I told you, we are tokenizing the gold content of the element itself. I don't really that mineral. We are tokenizing the gold content.
You don't care what form it will be.
I don't care.
Whether it's a bar or...
Yeah, it can be bar, it can be coin, it can be ring without stones or gems in it.
Yes.
So if we take out and we know today we can do assaying, we can do lots of testing, X-rays and stuff, identify the rough value. But as a platform, trading platform for these kind of things, is it my own responsibility to hold? Let me give you an example and you'll understand. What we developed. We developed 4 different structure systems. One is a reserve provider. For instance, you have 1 kilogram of gold in your hand from the mines, right?
Yes.
We tokenize 1 kilogram of gold based on its purity into our system, but through a system that I don't get involved.
I keep my 1 kg.
No, you can't keep your kg.
Where do you keep it?
My custodian will keep it. So we have an arrangement with some custodian agencies in Nigeria.
Okay.
Some banks and some other custodian agencies, physical custodians. They have safe vaults, safe structures.
I bring 1 kg.
You bring your 1 kg into the custodian's office.
Okay.
You enter into my system and you'll submit your 1 kilogram of gold with your knowledge. It may be 900 something.
Okay.
They will do instant tests of X-ray or density test, doesn't matter, in the initial one. And they will tell you, okay, I'm gonna take your gold into my custodianship. So your title remains with you.
Okay.
Possession goes to custodian, right?
My title remains with me.
What? Let me finish.
Okay.
So the possession goes to custodian. When the custodian enters the information into the system, it's all on blockchain, all transparent, all traceable. Platform manager will see this one and tokenize available token up to a certain level.
Exactly.
You don't tokenize all of them because there might be smelting losses, refining.
Exactly.
So we keep 10 to 15%
some window of losses.
10 to 15% haircut. 10 to 15% haircut. Then we tokenize. So the possession with the custodian, title with you, you have a contract with the platform that you submit your gold into as a result provider to the system. So platform tokenize this one. So when platform tokenize, public comes and buys over the counter, over the system. After they through KYC and AML requirements, they can join and they can buy those tokens in the system. When they buy the tokens, there is a trading pool. So the trading pool will adjust the physical gold side and the cash side as well. Whenever there are sales and buys. So at the end of the day, the person who buy the token as an investor will have the entitlement to that specific piece of that gold. But still you are the reserve provider. At the end of your tenure, you will get your gold if you want and your profit through trade. And custodian will do the custodianship service. I will have my entitlement with through a settlement pathway. I can get cash out. I can get, even if it's a certain amount of value, I can get gold back as well in coins. So that's the whole structure. Transparent. So,
and I wanted to ask, what period am I fixing this gold?
It depends. There are different types of fixtures. You can fix for 6 months. You can fix for 12 months, 18 months, quarterly basis, even 24 months. All depends on your...
And the price, is it fixed the price?
Exactly. There are different levels of income returns in those prices. As a reserve provider who provides the reserve, will get, for longer period, they will get higher rates of profit sharing.
Oh yes. The longer I keep my into physical custody,
you will get higher profit sharing. If you keep for 6 months, you will get 30% of the profit sharing. So
what happens when the global prices for gold go down?
Doesn't
matter.
Exactly.
We agree on the price is put in a
not necessarily. We agree on the gold itself. So when you are mining or when you are in the metal trades, that doesn't matter if it's gold or if it's steel or if it's aluminium or any type of metals. We don't consider the value of the metal itself. We consider the volume of the metal itself. So think about it. You gave me 1 kilogram of gold, right? 1,000 gram for 1 year. I did trade on my platform, and at the end of the year, the system generated 30 gram, 40 gram, 50 gram profit of gold. So at the end of the tenure, you will have 1,050 gram of gold instead of 1,000 gram of gold. Remember this one in your mind. If you keep your gold in your vault at home,
I earn nothing.
You earn nothing.
I earn nothing.
And it will go back to the system which generates trade in the country. Inside, if you remember the discussions in the morning, everybody, the professor, Kevin, he was talking about instead of going external fundings, we have enough value to, I can tell you, I can assure you, domestic resources are well sufficient. Besides that one, we have a huge population living abroad, which we can utilize those people, Nigerians, the
Nigerians living
abroad, yeah.
Yes, in the
diaspora.
Yes.
The diaspora is a huge potential for them. Instead of, moving the money from outward waste to the country, they will have an ability to invest some asset into the country.
And that's why I want to ask you, Omar, for me, this sounds like something that should have been happening like 10 years ago. Okay, maybe.
We are doing this now for...
Now I want to understand, locally, how are the regulatory systems agreeing to this solution?
We are very good with the SEC. Right now, we are in the process of getting recognition and approval from the Security Exchange Commission. We applied, I think, somewhere in April, if I'm not mistaken. Because the initial, if you recall, there is no single token sorted out for every asset. So we developed something special for Nigerian requirements. So it took a bit longer to develop the system and platform along with the AI knowledge behind it. Because we provide market sentiments, macroeconomic to the investors. They can read out fully in the system. So it will give the confidence to the investors. We launched that one and applied to the SEC in, I think, our program in April. And we did our initial round with them in last May. And I think we are going to have another round by next week, Monday or Tuesday, somewhere there. And it's moving ahead. For a couple of months, we will sort it out with them.
It looks like Nigeria is really moving. And Omar, I want to appreciate you and your company. My thinking is that if it can work in Nigeria, then the One Africa, One natural resource vision, we can plug into the solution and take it to other countries. I wanted to ask you, over time, ASMs in Africa, especially those who are mining gold, find quite a number of challenges, and this is one of them. One, finding a legitimate buyer for their gold. That's one. Two, how do they get pre-financing to actually dig and recover more gold? This is, how does your solution, because I see you're able to stack some gold somewhere, it's evidence physically within the country, it will move out.
How you can create a value on it.
Exactly. So I'm wondering, should there be any, do you envisage any solutions of pre-financing for those communities that are supplying you?
I don't know if you've been in Nigeria, northern part of Nigeria, in the trenches of those ASMs that they...
Never.
I've been. I work with the ASMs in many different locations. I know many of those people.
You find them when they need a $10,000 for a generator and the fuel someone needs. They always need money.
They always need money, but this is not only the money is not the problem for them. I'll tell you. I work with ASMs in different geographies in northern Nigeria. It can be some other locations, Zamfara, name it, Niger State, many places. I've been on those trenches with them.
Really?
Yeah, of course. I'm not a technical person alone. I have a solid background on the ground, in the field. I know how to pan it. I know how to solicit.
Yes.
Yeah. I know the ways of ASMs, how do they work. Conventional mining is one thing. ASM is a huge thing.
Exactly.
I operated a couple of locations here long ago. The biggest challenge, my background is trading in physical gold.
Okay. Oh, that's good then.
Yeah,
I know some of these challenges.
I know of course. Physically we did this one with Nigerians. No single white people in on the field.
Very good, very good.
And still my team are all Nigerian people all over Nigeria. I have no problem working with them.
Yeah.
And everybody asks me, how did you manage to avoid those, problems of Nigeria?
Exactly.
I told them, if it's the country, 50% is, sorry for my language, rubbish. There are another 100 people.
This is 200 million people.
Try to find the other 150, 110 million. Not to end up with the other ones. So this business is a legitimate responsible business. We work with responsible mining concept. Even the ASMs, you can train them to be responsible, not to necessarily to use this environmental problem, stuff and things. So that's a chain. And the dGOLD, when you digitalize this part, it can convert into those individuals prior to bring into the market the asset on the ground as a raw product under the ground that can be converted into a value.
Exactly.
It's a huge potential. And the buyers, I don't know, I mean, in this business, I've seen many people have been not only in Nigeria, all over the world.
It's all over. I mean, all over the world. It's all over.
They buy 2 kilograms of gold. When they land, they board into a plane and they get 2 kilograms of tin. I saw many people. I saw many people. What I can tell those people who wants to do business in this continent,
exactly,
there is no cheap gold in this world.
Thank you.
If there is a cheap gold, that's not gold.
It's a scam.
Period.
It's a scam.
It's a scam, straightforward.
Yes.
So the digital gold, the dGOLD concept, is based on these pillars that they are separated, segregated from the tokenizer, from the entity, to provide all independence to those agencies who are operating like custodians, reserve providers, token managers, token providers, are all separate entities. And they are all regulated in a proper, transparent blockchain structure.
Yeah.
And with multi-signature, double signature levels. So it's not my goal.
So the issues of traceability, I can see where you're improving, you're basically adding value to the local efforts for traceability, responsible sourcing. And that's why I was asking, what more is in there for the ASMs? Because look, the challenges of ASMs, as you know them, you've been there.
Yeah, I've been there.
You know, how do you get pre-financing, even when they have a commodity with value?
Yes.
But they can't find money when they need it.
Because there are market makers in this country. Some of those are located some certain big cities of the northern or some states. Then you create another alternative market for them to bring those stuff when they are ready and apply a proper haircut into those assets prior to bringing into the market. It can create a self-financing structure. We did this one for different assets, not only gold, but for different types of assets, different types of even services we tokenize.
Yeah.
So it's a system that you need to generate.
Yeah.
It's not a single token that sorted out everything.
Yes.
That intention, create a single token, which is gold-based currency, dGOLD concept token.
Yes.
It can spread over to all other lithiums, name it, or even football players. Think about those ones. What we need to develop our grassroots football players. We need proper fields. We need proper accommodation. We need proper training. We need proper representation of those guys. So it can be tokenized. How many miles they run, maybe, I don't know.
And that's why I want to ask you this last question, or the second last is, do you think, because in the same game, in the same frame of, we have the resources, could be the problem is that we are not able to capture much more or real value from the apertures we are using. So I want to ask you, do you see Africa recovering more value from digitalizing gold?
Yes, I will see. I'll tell you the reason.
Tell me.
I think Africa, generally, specifically Nigeria, is the largest cryptocurrency holders in the world.
Orders?
Cryptocurrency order books and holders are Nigerians, vast majority. Remember this one.
Yes.
We are not doing cryptocurrencies. We are doing asset-backed tokens.
Exactly.
So think about physical available asset.
Yes.
Not in the platform's custody.
Somewhere.
Not in the hands of the reserves.
Exactly.
Yeah. Someone else's custodianship.
They can access it.
They can access it, verify it, regulate it.
Yes.
And think about an individual here in Nigeria. We did a survey into what they call minimum wage earners.
Yes.
Minimum wage earners, we did a survey. And if we told them, if you have an ability to invest in gold,
which way would you?
And we have a certain number in our hand.
Really?
Yeah, we have a huge number in our hand. It's more than 65 million people.
Really?
Exponentially grow that numbers. You can reach out that market 65 million.
Roughly, new capital to be able to access more physical gold.
40,000 naira each person in each transaction. In 1 year, maybe 10 transactions. We're talking about 100,000, 200,000 naira transaction, potentially 60 million population. We don't need to do this. We can't do 60 million people. We can't. This is the market.
Yes.
Yesterday, SG was multiplying $1 population, 1.2 billion. They will give you free money to anyone. I'm telling you. They need to see a proper value in it.
Exactly. And the security on it.
And security on it, accessibility on it, verifiability on it. So the system is there. We invested. This is a full Nigerian entity. So you are looking to a white person, maybe
hosted locally
here. Developed for different. We have a team. We have a group company in UK. We have a number of entities in technology businesses. They developed, but the IP rights of the product is Nigerian. The product is Nigerian. Company is registered in Nigeria. dGOLD is registered. dGOLD tokenization is registered to Nigerian company's house. So it's a Nigerian entity, and it's going to be hopefully a unicorn of Nigerian ownership.
Thank you. And for those of you who are following the AFNIS Insights, I want to thank you so much. Remember, you can leave a comment here for this edition of the Africa Natural Resources and Energy Summit 2026 happening here in Abuja, Nigeria, under the theme One Africa, One Resource Region. And I like Mr. Omar here. He's basically saying that we may not necessarily need to move the physical gold, but keep it here within. That's, of course, secure. Then, two, we could create extra value on it, which is digital gold assets. And these would allow markets all over the world to actually buy. That's movement of money. Yes. And above all, I want to appreciate his effort of supporting the ASMs in Nigeria. So better.
Thank you very much.
And allowing other Nigerians to actually securely get into and participate in the gold business, which is apparently, it's termed the insecure business, highly risky, and so many things. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment or a question, and the team will be ready to provide you a response.
Thank you.